Down from that, yeah. The president, yeah, that's around the S-curve. But yeah, so, yeah, so we have figure out places for very classy in the house. I got work to do there. It's not like looks great. No, but I went through that. Really, I appreciate being out here tonight. I know some people in the press are calling this a town hall. I thought it was a forum with the Liberty groups here in McLean County, but you know, I guess whatever they want to call it, the press are going to do whatever they want, I guess. I think everybody has my brochure, which you know I'm not planning to really go into too detail about my positions or principles. Actually, what I call them. I don't really call them positions or issues because issues and bills change all the time. The principles never change. Or shouldn't change. I should say it that way. What I want to start out by talking, who am I? You know, what am I about? What have I been doing? Which, you know, a lot of times you get to see that in person a little bit more than, you know, hearing somebody in a slick ad or whatever. You don't really get a feel for that. It wasn't really until when I was in school here, and Ronald Reagan was running for re-election. And, you know, college students, never been involved in the process. I really liked what Reagan had to say. So when I saw Reagan and I saw everything that was going on, I didn't like, most of the elected officials I saw were kind of like, okay, sort of. You know, they weren't really doing it for me because I'm thinking, where are you taking us as a country? I liked Reagan because of that, because, you know, he was honest. He spoke what he was going to do. Did you maybe agree with him in 100% of the things he ever did? No. You used to hear this all the time, didn't you? Where the Reagan Democrats came from. I used to hear constantly, it's like, you know, I don't agree with him on everything, but he's honest, and he actually does what he said he was going to do. And no surprise that he won. We still don't see that much today, do we? So that's really my philosophy, and I ran because I took a look at the Republican platform, and that's as closest to those values that I hold dear. There is no perfect document. We're human beings. None of us are perfect. We just try to do the best we can, and if we see errors, we try to fix it as we go along. I mean, American experience is full of, you know, it started out as a good concept, it needed some tweaking along the way. Okay, the Civil War was a major tweak. But anyway, you get my point. Americans are like that. They take a look at issues and say, you know what, this is not the way it should be, this is not the right thing to do, we need to fix it. And we've always done that as a country and as a people. And that's something I really aspire to. Even in small groups, you guys can agree on every single way how you're going to run Tea Party, or Tea Party Express is going. No, I mean, there's different opinions and ways to do things. But there should always be an agreement based on principle, on what you're trying to accomplish. That's not what we have right now in this country. We have a cultural civil war that's going on hot in this country for 100 years, really, but it's been noticeable in the last 40, where you've got two diametrically opposed positions on what America should be. One that we think it should be, and about 85% of the country, and then about 15% think it should be something else that is contrary to the Constitution. It will never work. The policies they're trying to put forth, right, the socialistic policies, can never, ever, ever work in the type of government we have because it's not designed to work in that type of government. Of course, socialism fails every time it's ever been tried, but you know, that's a side point. Technically. So that's what's going on. And you guys are involved. I mean, you guys know what's going on, you stay up on it. There's still a lot of people in the United States. That takes a while. You were talking about December. There's some people that don't decide, a certain percentage don't decide until the date of the election. 11, 12, 15% is not uncommon. That don't decide until they walk in that ballot booth the day of the election. And these are very, very serious matters. And I think this year, 2010, I think we're going to have, people are going to be paying attention earlier. I mean, take a look at the Tea Parties and the other things that are going on. I think that you're going to finally see some people waking up. I mean, you know, I heard today, I mean, this healthcare, Obamacare, HR 3200 is mainly the one we're talking about. I mean, you know, they try to criticize the Republicans for not, you know, stopping progress, whatever. It wasn't the Republicans. It was the people of America. I mean, I tell you, when I talk to people in D.C., they still don't get it. They think this is some organized kind of deal going on where it's some organization behind it. I try to explain, it's like, no, you're missing it. Just as average, ordinary, everyday people that are working, have families, are taking care of their kids, taking them to school or whatever. They're just tired of what's going on. It's like they're not organized. I was up when we were trying to get a meeting with Debbie Halverson, who was my Democrat opponent. Of course, we want to have town hall meetings, just supposedly going to have one on the phone, so she was like, talking to me, can hit mute, I guess. And we were outside her office. There was about 160 of us. They brought in protesters, counter-protesters, I should say. I think they were from Chicago. They came in, and they had these pre-printed 4-color signs, lapel stickers, Democrat operatives, orchestrating the thing, paid staffers, and at 1 o'clock on the money, they left, signed a piece of paper, said they were there. I'm guessing so they got paid, and they went home. That's like, and wait a minute, they're accusing us of being organized on our side. Everyday people, I saw signs made with crayons, with markers, U.S. flags, something like that. This is homegrown stuff. There's nobody paid to be here. If anything, people took off work to be here because they're sick of what's going on. So, the hypocrisy that you see, if it wasn't so serious, it's funny.